You tie the string around your toe, right? And you're so excited. It's like Christmas. Tomorrow I'm getting tostadas and coffee. I'm excited. It's going to be great. You tie the string around your toe, hanging out the window, and a stranger comes by and tugs on it. And they're roller skating. What if they trip and grab the string and the toe comes off? Welcome, everybody, to the Bob and Katie Show.
I'm Katie.
And I'm Bob. And we have Mary Klein with us tonight.
Our very special, lovely guest, co-host.
And someone who doesn't understand when we're trying to give her the cue to say hi.
Oh, hello.
There we go. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Now, the McKnight family is a large family. And when I say large, I'm not necessarily talking about...
I don't think you filled anybody in that Mary Klein is family.
Oh, yeah. Mary
You're just like, this
family.
is Mary Klein. And then you go into talking about how large your family is.
This is a third McKnight. There's a lot of girth in our family. And I'm not saying this because you're sitting at a table or I'm sitting at a table or anything like that. I just want to tell you what happened to me the other morning. God talked to me. And,
is that right?
Yeah, he told me that I'm too fat and I need to lose weight, which, I was like, I know, dude. I get it. But the way that he's telling me is starting to, freak me out a little bit.
Are you talking about trying to walk down the stairs in the morning?
No, that's not even me being fat. I got a foot problem. And
no, I feel that.
What's that foot problem? The gout? No, it's not.
You do not have gout.
I got the gout. The gout got me. No, I don't want to talk about my foot. I just got a foot problem. It makes it rough for me to walk down the stairs in the morning. It would probably be better if I didn't waste quite so much, but I'm still going to have that foot problem regardless. Okay. Context. Every day that I go to work, I drove this little town called Little River. All right. And there's this church, and this church has a real fancy sign out front. You know what I mean? The church we went to in Leland, you went outside with the plastic letters to stick them in the sign to spell things out, and people would come by and change them around. And this was digital. So it's a big church, digital. And there's a stoplight right there. And I always get stopped at the stoplight. And there's always something on it like us on Facebook or follow us on Instagram. And I remember going,
on the church side?
Yeah, and I'm like, that's weird. But I get it.
All right.
That's where we're at now in society.
Jesus got to keep up with the trends now.
That's right. Jesus keeping it real. I think that's what we're going to title this episode. Jesus keeping it real. No. So I'm driving to work. Now there's a McDonald's that I pass. And, this one particular morning, which was, I think it was Friday morning. We got paid on Friday, right? That's when I have money to do things like this. I saw McDonald's I got paid today. I'm going to get a biscuit. And I pulled in. I got a biscuit. And a hash brown. And some orange juice, whole thing. And I'm driving and I hit Little River. And I get stopped at this stoplight and I pull the biscuit up. And I take a bite and I look at this sign, which I look at all the time because I think about the Facebook thing. And it reads, Overeaters Anonymous, today at 10 a.m. And I'm like, what the hell?
Oh my gosh.
I was like, when did churches start holding? I've never even heard of a thing called Overeaters Anonymous.
Well, gluttony is one of the 7 deadly sins. So
basically addiction recovery.
So I drove off. Feeling guilty.
Of course. As one probably should.
And
in that circumstance.
And I'm an emotional eater. So I did I did what came natural and I ate the rest of my biscuit because I felt bad, So I was like, that's crazy. What are the chances that I go to put a biscuit in my mouth and look up and there's
it was a sign.
Yeah.
Here's your sign. Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. Lord, if I need to lose weight, please send me a sign.
Yeah. Well,
Bob, I gave you a literal sign with flashing lights.
It said 10 a.m. It was be here at 10. Come back at 10 o'clock. We're going to talk about what you got going on, and we're going to fix it for you, Bob. We're here for you. Who shows up to that meeting?
I'm assuming overeaters.
I'm just saying, let's say
anonymously.
Everybody's just fat and wearing paper bags on their heads. We don't want anybody to know who we are. But come on.
So do they serve refreshments at Overeaters Anonymous?
Oh my gosh.
Who's bringing the donuts?
All vegan, gluten, granola bars.
She said, oh my gosh, and looked at the other side of the room. It freaked me out. I was like,
it's another spider.
Spiders. So I immediately went, I'm talking about this on the podcast. Like that's what I do. Like every day I'm like, if something happens, I'm like, oh, bank that. Or we're talking about that. But other than that, I didn't really think about it anymore. Well, that afternoon or that evening when I got off work, you had sent me a couple texts and I knew you were having a bad day. You know, the kids were giving you a hard time. And I was going to pass a Dunkin' Donuts.
It was more than just like a usual kids getting on my nerves type. Yeah.
Right. It was a bad day.
It was bad.
So I'm going to pass a Dunkin' Donuts and I think, you know what? It would be nice of me if I got her some donuts because Katie likes donuts.
That I do.
Probably more than she should. Not saying that she eats a lot, but like when she sits down with a donut.
Look, you ain't going to be throwing me under the bus.
Woo.
There's this church where we can go. But no,
I know a place.
Yeah, I know a place.
He's got the
I know a
hookup.
guy. I got a guy.
I know a
he
guy.
talks to me through signs. Jesus, my homeboy. Trying to get my life straight.
Keeping it real.
He's like, you a nice dude, but you're going to die soon if you don't slow down on that
Heart
food.
disease is the real thing, man.
So I called Katie and I was like, hey, you want me to get you some donuts? And what did you say?
I said yes, of course.
Yeah, she
Why
said-
would I say
yeah,
no?
Of course I want.
Who turns
you to get some
down donuts?
Seriously.
So I walk inside and I mean I like a donut, but it's not like intent. Thank God.
What?
Like I'm not a big chocolate fan either, or soda.
Yeah.
How are you a McKnight?
If I liked any of that stuff, I would be 600 pounds.
True statement.
So now one thing I do like is ice cream.
Oh, yes.
And this Dunkin' Donuts had a huge assortment of ice cream, and they made milkshakes. So I was in there.
It's like a
Tino
Dunkin'
and
Donuts.
Baskin-Robbins?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Baskin
yeah.
Robbins.
Okay, see, that's Satan.
So I'm getting the donuts.
You got Jesus talking to you through the signs,
Seriously.
and
And you
the
have
devil's talking to you through the ice cream here.
A Dunkin' Donuts and a Baskin Ramen put together? That's
And they had mint chocolate chip
Excuse
ice
me?
cream. And I was like, he said, is this going to be all? And I was like, no.
No.
I want to get one of them mint chocolate chip milkshakes, please. And he looked at me, he said, do you think you really need that?
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. But he made it, right?
Need something to wash down this dozen.
He was
donuts.
thinking it. He was thinking it.
That man's going to go outside and dunk donuts in a milkshake. Jesus, there's this church right down the road, buddy. That
Hey,
no,
look.
So I get it, and I'm going out to my car, and I've got a dozen donuts in one hand and a milkshake in the other. So I've got to open the car door. So I take the hand with the milkshake, and I'm holding it like this, but I reach that one finger out, you know, and I stick it in there and trying to open it, and I drop the freaking milkshake, and it hits the ground and goes, explodes. Milkshake gone. Now,
Oh.
I told Katie about this, and her reaction was, well, did you go back in and get another one? No, I didn't. Because I knew in my heart, if I spent $10 on a milkshake and it wasn't good, I was going to be furious.
Did you even take a sip of it?
No.
Oh.
Dude, that's why you always take a sip of it as soon as they give it to you, because you never know what's going to happen between the establishment
Right?
and the parking lot.
That's like her. That was your life lesson.
These words of wisdom
Always
right
take
there.
a sip. Because 10 minutes from now, you never know.
We are not promised tomorrow.
Drink your milkshake now because Jesus might take you in the doorway on the way out. But, I was so mad that
New to this game.
I said the F word really loud.
McKnight.
Really loud. And that was the only word I said.
Surprising.
I get in the car and I shut the door and I look to my left. And when I say I shut the door, I'm glad the window didn't break. You know what I mean? Like, and I look to the left because I'm getting ready to back up and there are two people sitting in the car right beside me with their windows
That
down.
man sure is angry about that milkshake.
I don't
Bless
even
his
know.
heart.
I don't even.
Good thing he's got a dozen donuts.
I don't even know if they saw the milkshake because my back was to them. So they might not have even seen the milkshake drop. So they're like, holy crap.
Children in the
What is
backseat.
wrong with this man?
Dad.
It was embarrassing.
So he needs that church.
So I just threw the
Needs
car
him
in
some
reverse.
church.
That
Yeah.
church also offers anger management classes. So.
Overeaters Anonymous had 10, anger management at 11.
Are you hangry?
By 11 o'clock, everybody's like, we haven't eaten in an hour. We're pissed off. And they're like, hey, we have the meeting for you. It's starting in 10
Let me
minutes.
tell you, we have this anger management class.
They have donuts. Oh, we're staying.
Oh gosh.
So, Mary Klein, you got to the house today and you walked upstairs and you saw the upstairs of our house. Describe that to the listeners.
I would say toy jungle.
Toy jungle.
I feel like that's a lot more pleasant than the way it really looked.
More like preschool hurricane.
That's close.
Yeah.
That's close.
toy landfill.
Yeah, toy landfill.
That's a solid.
Our kids have too many toys. Okay?
Okay.
And we had to take them all out of their room.
Every last one.
Every single one.
toy.
The little table.
Everything was gone out of their room except for the furniture.
Yep.
Everything.
And we took furniture out of there because they had a little table and chairs, and we had to take everything out of there. Everything out of the
Everything
closet.
except for the bed and the dresser and
Yeah,
bookshelf.
everything had to come out of their room. And then also...
Everything came off of the shelves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And there were boxes because we actually had like 3 boxes from when we moved that we hadn't even unpacked yet because they had so many toys. So all that was out here. And now I'm going to share with you why. Because you asked me why earlier, and I was like, I don't want to tell you because we're going to talk about it later.
We're not telling.
The same day that I got the donuts and dropped the milkshake. This was Friday.
Yeah,
right?
Friday was bad.
What day is it now?
Today's Saturday.
So all this crap happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, I had a bad day yesterday, didn't I?
It's like blanked it out.
I get home, and the kids are, and I quote, upstairs having a nap.
Well, they had just, I told you that. I said they just woke up.
And I asked Katie, I was like, oh, do you want me to go get them? Because I won't see them. She says, yes. I walk up the stairs. I open the door and take a step in, and a tiny baby turd flies past my head and hits the wall. Yes.
I was right.
And in the crib, there were 2 naked children, and the boy child says, hey, Daddy, and slings his arm, and more poop flies out. Now I step back out, and I go, no!
I think I heard a, what did you do? At some point.
Ew.
He took a dump in his diaper, took his diaper off, and started picking the poop apart.
I was like, it was hard. It was like,
It was a hard
not
poop.
like diarrhea poop. Like, it was hard.
He had
And you
some
could
serious
tell there were,
carbs.
it was like picked apart.
Ugh.
And both children's hands were covered in poop. And the smell, dear God,
It was
the
so
smell
bad.
in their room.
Now, here's the reason that all the stuff was out of their room.
Their room had been
Was
a disaster.
Yes, there were 3 kids in there playing.
Couldn't find
5-year-old, 2.5 years old.
I mean, there were toys
There was stuff
everywhere. You
everywhere.
couldn't hardly walk.
And he had thrown this poop in every direction. It was on their dresser. It was on their bookshelf. There
There were
was some in the
smears
closet.
against the wall.
It was under the crib. It was everywhere. And it smelled so bad. So we went in there and we did, we tried to get what we could find, wipe down the crib, and then we went downstairs for a couple hours. We came back up and it still smelled horrible.
Yeah, we thought we had found all the poop. We thought. And we're like, it smells horrible in here. It's got to be more.
So I go down there and I was like, all right, Katie, what's the game plan? Because
It's like a sick game of hide and seek.
the stuff has to come out the room. And then that is where the night/day started. So we had to get every single thing out of the room.
And check it.
We had to check it. We had to check it all.
And make sure there was no poop.
Yeah. And I found more today.
Mm-hmm.
I was still finding balls of baby turds. Like,
So
if
bad.
those people that, check on you to make sure you take care of your kids, came to our house and went to the baby's room, they'd be like,
DSS.
they're,
We found the children in the bed smeared with poop.
I know.
They were covered in their own feces.
Animals.
You hear that in the news.
Yeah,
and I'm
you do.
like, and now I'm like, maybe they caught him on a bad day.
Maybe they
It was just
been
really
left
bad
in their-
timing.
their room for 3 days.
Because there was some of that poop that looked like it might have been 3 days old. It was just
Yeah.
real dry. Like, he needed to drink some water, I guess. I don't
yeah.
know what
Ate a
it
lot.
I was just
bread
like,
that
thank
day.
God it wasn't runny diarrhea poop.
Oh, cringe.
Like, this is one time I was thankful he had a hard poop.
yeah, that's a solid advantage.
So I opened up the window in their room, and I'm telling him, I was like, buddy, you can't throw poop, man. You got to keep your diaper on. I was like, there's poop everywhere. It's on the counter. Like, I'm talking about it.
They're laughing.
Yeah, and they're laughing.
They thought it was hilarious.
And I
like
look-
monkeys.
I look-
like zoo animals.
I look over, and there's people standing out in the street.
Oh, God.
There was 3 people that had a dog, and one of the people were looking up at the window. And I was like, oh, I know they can hear me. I just know it, because I'm loud.
Mm-hmm.
So
Another McKnight quality.
that is the story
Nice.
of what was up here. So like this is your
I
first
called
time.
that.
Your first time in our house, right?
Yeah.
So when you came up, this is how it normally looks. What you see now.
Yeah.
The entire
it
upstairs
was-
of our house was covered in children's
We
toys.
look like children toy hoarders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you couldn't even walk.
That was like a
It was
like a
so bad.
solid.
Now, we wanted to take advantage of the situation because there's a lot of stuff that, we thought they didn't need anymore. It was like it's time to kind of get rid of some things.
Mm.
And we were going to do it while they were sleeping, but we ran out of time. So then we had to do it while they were awake. And you can't be like, let's throw this away.
You can't throw away a child's toy
No.
because every toy you pick up to do something with,
Oh, that's mine. I want to play with that.
that's what they want to play with at the moment.
Yeah.
So Katie goes, we need a code word. Like we had a box and we need a code word for trash. And
Like, you can't say this is going in the trash.
I don't know why, but the first thing my brain said was Guam. So like for like 2 hours, I'd be like,
That's
Guam.
what that meant. I was
Guam.
so confused.
Like, is
earlier
this
why you
going to
talked about
Guam?
so many times. I was like, what are they talking about?
This is
So-
going to Guam. That needs to go
I
to
was like, do we
Guam.
have
Guam.
family there?
So that was our day.
I totally called that, and you said it wasn't.
Well, I had to lie to you. I was like, I'm going
Well,
to
obviously, I figured you would.
So
But I was like, yeah, that child definitely smeared poop somewhere. Rollins did that one time, and
Of
our
all-
whole entire house smelled like it.
Of all the ways we could have spent our Saturday,
yeah, I was going to take
That's
the
what we
kids
did.
out today. Like I was going to put them in a car and go away for a while.
they don't realize how often they sabotage their own
Yeah, they
selves.
were going to have a blast today.
Really?
Yeah.
Until they threw poop everywhere.
Like,
Yeah.
And now we must stay home.
It was super bad with Rollins, though. My mom walked in and just all over him, the walls, the crib. They had to buy a new crib mattress. It was so bad.
Oh, we got lucky. Like it was on the sheet, but the mattress was okay.
Oh, yeah, that's a
I had to
solid
scrub
advantage.
poop out of the sheets, but
Yeah, Rollins might have been 1, 2.
see, our kids are turning 3 in less than a month. So I thought we were kind of in the clear for this. Like, we haven't had this happen yet. Because you hear horror stories of other small children taking off their diaper and smearing their poop.
Yeah.
And I was like, we've had incidences, small incidences, nothing like this.
I think like the biggest thing that we've had happen was Riley went into the pantry downstairs where you got your snacks from earlier. You
Mhm.
notice how there's like a
Oh, wow.
child protector knob on it now?
Yes.
That's because he went in there and reached up and grabbed
The Nesquik
the Nesquik,
powder.
the powder. And I think he shut himself in there, opened it, and just shook it. Like he came out covered.
Like,
Oh, no.
he had
powder.
he
Child's
had
play.
brown powder everywhere except for his eyeballs. Like,
See, Mary Klein, when I might have been 10, 11, something like that. Mm-hmm. Keisha, that's my mother. I had a friend over, and we just decided that
you call her Keisha?
and sometimes it just depends.
Okay.
Like when I'm talking about her, I call her Keisha.
Like I hear a lot of people do that. I'll let you finish your story. So I hear a lot of people do that. Like they call their parents by their first name. That's weird to me.
Oh, I would never call her Keisha to her face.
Oh, so it's like behind her back. So it's like up front. You're like, "Hey, mom," and she's
Yeah,
like,
well,
"Can
she
you
knows
believe
I call
Keisha?"
her. She knows I call her Keisha like outside of.
I got you.
But when I address her out of respect, I call her mom.
like I don't even refer to my parents by their name. Like
Yeah.
it's weird to me. I'm how old am I? 32.
mm-hmm.
That's around 32 this year. I'm 32. and
I'll
like,
refer to your parents by their first name,
Yeah.
but not to them. Like if I'm talking to you and I'm like,
I think it's a relationship thing too.
I guess.
but yeah, I like never use my mom's first name.
Because I never call Dad Roger.
Right.
So. it's
Now
probably-
I call your dad Roger
Well, that would make sense.
because if I called him Dad, everybody would be like, "Ooh,
That'd be really
this
weird.
is weird."
Yeah.
So what were you talking about?
One time, my mom had like stockpiled baby powder. Had like 20 bottles of it. Just chilling. And I was obviously out of the age range where she had to hide the baby
Mhm.
powder. Nah, man. For some reason, I just got this crazy inkling to cover my room in baby powder. Because
I'd buy
I
a new
really
house.
wanted it to snow.
Could you imagine the cleanup?
And I mean,
We have
20
never
bottles.
had baby powder in the house, have we?
Yeah, I'm very careful of where I keep it.
I didn't even know we had baby powder.
see? I'm
I
telling
keep
you,
that
that's
mess under
smart.
lock and
Yeah.
key.
An 11-year-old should not have to be protected from baby powder.
You have it under lock and key?
Not literally.
Oh, where's it at?
Expression.
I'm not telling.
Where's the baby powder at? We really have baby powder?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
I keep it on the dresser, on our dresser, because
It's on top of the dresser?
Yeah.
Oh, have you seen the top of our dresser? She has 87 bottles of like a mixtures of lotion, perfume, stuff like that. So
That's a girl thing. Definitely.
now I have some of that. Hey, you're fat. Put some powder between your legs because it's
Hey,
been a long day.
same.
Stuff. And that scares me because I'm like, oh, if the kids ever got a hold of this, the Gold Bond medicated.
That's the
Riley
best.
got
That's
a
the
hold.
kind we use.
Riley got a hold of it one day,
Did he?
and I turned around and he had the bottle in his hands, and I was like, "No!"
Oh, so you got it before you like
Yeah.
shook it hard? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom walked in, couldn't even breathe in that room.
God.
Because
Man, that's
me and
messed
Emily
up.
walked out and we looked like
How old
little
were you?
vampires. 10, 11.
You were
And
10
I
or 11?
totally knew what I was doing was
Oh, you-
very incorrect.
At 10 and 11, if I did that at my house, my dad would be like, I need you to go outside and pick me a switch. And don't pick me a bad switch. 'Cause
Oh,
if
yeah,
you better not
pick me a good one or I'll go out there and get it myself. It'll be the
I
worst
got
switch you ever had in your
whoopings
life.
for like a week because of that. My mom snapped. You know it's really serious when my mom
She's
like,
going to accidentally let abuse stories fly out. Here we go.
for real. No, but I knew it was serious when my mom looked at me. Like, usually when she got mad at me, she would just be like, Mary Klein, or something like that. And then she would let dad handle it. Nah, my mom took me in the back. And because my friend was there and her mom, my friend's mom was there too.
Mhm.
And her mom, like, whooped her as well as soon as I got home.
I bet.
And,
That was never a thing in my house. Like, my mom never went, like, ballistic. Like, she would just, like, be like, you're in trouble. And then when my dad got home, he would walk in and she would go, we got to talk in the bedroom. And I'm like, oh,
you know,
crap.
whenever I was a kid and
talk in front of me.
dad wasn't home and I got in trouble, one of the things my mom would do, she would say, when she was going to give us a spanking, go in the bedroom and bend over the bed and wait for me.
Oh,
No, that's ridiculous.
Oh my
that
God.
is so horrible.
Just waiting for
I was
the
hard-headed,
spanking
dude.
to happen. Oh my God, was the
I used to
worst
fight.
part.
You're like, so you want me to go in the room and bend over and wait? You punch me in the face. I
Seriously.
know, no way, man.
I'm not taking my pants off.
Who was that
and bending over and
comedian? There
waiting.
was some comedian that was talking about, he was talking about if, like, he got, like, somebody tried to kidnap him or something, they had a shotgun, and they were like, tie your hand, or put your hands behind your back, and he'd be like, nope, shoot me. I'm not putting my hands behind my back. You tie me up and do things to me. You just shoot me in the face right now.
Right now, kill me.
No, I'm not bending over the bed and waiting. That's not
No.
happening.
My mom totally cleaned up that mess for like a week. Because she would vacuum.
Which
but-
room was that? So when alright, if you walk in the front door, not the door, because you have a door on the side of your house that's
that we
like,
call the front door,
yeah,
but
that's
it's
like
not
the main
really
door.
the front door.
Your front door.
The front door, like when you pull
walk
up in the driveway.
which room is it that you did that in?
So you would walk through, like that front door, the first one you see when you pull up in my driveway.
Right.
You walk through, because there's a big old long hallway. It's not
Mhm.
really long.
It definitely wasn't the room immediately to the left because your dad would have murdered you.
No, my dad, I would not be here today.
Yeah.
No, you walk straight
Everybody's
down
like,
that hallway.
what was in that room?
It was the man cave, and you walk all the way down.
I saw that room, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez, planes. So weird. And then you take a right, and then that room, so you're standing like...
So is the room connected to the living room?
yeah. That
Okay,
one
well, the
right
reason I'm
there.
asking is because, I'll probably go in that house again one day, and I'm just going to, like, walk around and see if I can still see baby powder. It's been,
Like in the
Probably-
crack
probably can.
somewhere.
You probably
like,
can.
I like take one with like a black
Creases.
glove,
Yeah.
and like go to the corner of the room in the top. I bet baby powder
Black line.
would come out. Oh, that's
no,
insane.
definitely. And vacuum cleaners, it just sucks the air through it.
Yeah.
So there's no it's just this vicious cycle.
Oh my God.
Because those tiny little particles just get straight through the vacuum cleaner.
Like, how do you clean up baby powder?
You can't. My mom literally had to spray my entire room down so it would clump up into massive.
I feel like at that point you take you go apply for a credit card
Oh,
and you hire a company.
you hire somebody
Yeah.
to come clean that. But my mom was
Like those
about
people
life.
that clean up after murder scenes or something. Like
Yeah,
they've probably got
definitely.
the machines to get rid of baby powder.
Probably. There's got to be a special machine because there's.
I think I would rather clean up a murder scene than a room full of baby powder.
Yeah.
Mm.
As long as I don't have to smell anything. You probably right. I smell something, I'll lose it.
That's another McKnight thing.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, Dad, if he smells anything, I had these plastic shoes one time, and he swore on his life that they smelled like petroleum. And I was like, what are you talking about? These just smell like plastic. And he literally, it kind of became a game. We would hide them in the house. And he would find them. Like, and I'm talking like in the back of the Christmas closet across the house.
I can do it.
He'd be like, and he'd be standing in the living room with his hands on his hips, just looking around. He'd be like, you didn't throw those shoes away, did you? And I was like, how do you smell those? It's crazy.
I know he has a freakishly sensitive nose. Yeah, I guess it's in your genes.
Yeah.
It's really sketchy, actually.
During the...
It's like living with a bloodhound.
The baby poop debacle in the bedroom, I was smelling different things, like boxes and whatnot, and I go, oh, there's poop in this one. So
It's like, I don't know where it's... Last night, yeah, you were saying over by the shelf. We thought we had got it all, and you're like, I'm still smelling poop over here
I was like,
somewhere.
there's still poop
and we
on the
couldn't
shelf.
find
We
it,
couldn't
and
find
like it was time for the kids to go to bed. We're like, we'll find it tomorrow.
Yeah. And then
That's
today,
insane.
sure enough, I'm pulling all the toys off the shelf. And I think it was the second one down. I pulled some toys out, and there was a round ball in there, and I was like, good God. And it stunk. Like, it still stunk. It'd been in there for like a day. Not a day, maybe like 10 hours at most. But patreon.com/the Bob and Katie Show. Are you familiar with that? Patreon.com?
No.
So Patreon is it's like a crowd fund, I guess. It's not like, I don't know, it's a tip jar.
It's like a
a
digital tip
jar. We do this every time. We have the same exact thing. If we make you laugh, you should put $1 in the tip jar. That's how the game is played. Pull out your phone. I'll teach you how to sign up. She's like, she slides her phone off the table. I left it downstairs.
Oh, no, it's dead.
No, patreon.com/the Bob and Katie Show. If you sign up, you become part of a secret society of Bob and Katie Show people. And we have bonus episodes. As a matter of fact, I want to record one tonight. If you're down, we got to do another episode. So, what was that face for? You too tired? It's late.
I'm tired, Bob. I'm tired.
Maybe we'll do it. Either tonight or tomorrow night, we got to do it. But you get bonus episodes. You get a sticker. Check the sticker. I got one over here. Damn, look at that.
Oh, that's solid.
That's high quality stuff. And you get that even if you sign up for only $1. That's the sticker you get. Now there's another reward if you sign up for $5. You get that sticker over there too. So you can get 2 stickers.
Ooh.
But
I do love a sticker.
it's just a tip jar. That's all it is. It's like,
cool.
hey,
Kind of like whenever you're walking, downtown and you see somebody like playing guitar or singing and,
yeah.
You give them some change or a couple dollars.
Is that what we're doing wrong? Katie, pick up that guitar and sing us a song.
No.
So,
You could.
Patreon.com/the Bob and Katie Show. All right, Mary Klein, while you were walking around, did you see this thing?
No.
So I want us to give a shout out to our friend Morgan. Morgan and Megan came up. And what's the date on the bottom of that? Was it April?
7/17.
7/17? Oh, April. July 17th. Our show officially hit 10,000 downloads. You describe what this is, because I've heard you tell people what it is, and you do it better than I do.
It's a picture and it says 10K.
Okay.
And the 1, the 0, and the K are made up of words. And the words are the titles to all of our episodes so far. And it also has like all the kids' names, all of our kids' names.
It's really awesome. Like,
Super good quality.
yeah, it's really nice. So we're going to hang it up.
Like, I cried when he gave it to us. Like,
And I watched, and I was like, she's going to cry.
it was, yeah, it's like the sweetest
Watch,
thing.
watch.
So, so, so thoughtful.
That is super thoughtful.
Now, the reason I bring that up is because Morgan actually called our voicemail.
Did he?
Yeah. And he gave us a fact to play on the show.
Okay.
So it's just a simple little fact, and it's our responsibility to take that fact and maybe try to have a little fun with it.
Oh, well, I'm curious.
And anybody can do that. Like, if you go to our Facebook page, right at the top, there's a call now button. It doesn't actually ring a phone, so don't be like, oh God, I don't want to be.
Oh God, they might pick up.
We're not live. We never.
It's somebody.
anything we're doing.
You've called somebody before where you call and you're like really hoping that they don't answer the phone. Like, please just let it go to voicemail.
What?
She's talking about in general. You know how, like, when you call people, you're like, please don't answer this phone.
In your entire lifetime, have you never had to make some sort of phone call where you're like, oh, I hope they don't answer?
You just don't make the phone call. What are you talking about right now?
Okay, whoa.
Like, you call somebody in hopes to not talk to them?
Yeah.
So you can just leave a voicemail and deliver that hefty information without actually having to have a conversation.
Whenever I used to work at a movie gallery, every single day we had to make these calls.
Oh, that's
courtesy
different.
calls.
That's like
I'm not talking
your
like
job.
calling your mama, calling your friend, going, "Oh God, I hope they don't answer." No,
I'm gonna call my
like,
mom
no,
because I feel obligated, but good Lord, I hope she doesn't answer the phone.
No, I'm not talking about like, you know, like that. But yeah, like at work, like we'd have to call and like just tell people they had free rental. But you know, I'd have a list of like 20, and I'm like, please just let it go to voicemail so I can just
say
do my spill and hang up, like
Nice
stuff like that.
Well, everybody else that works there was probably like putting in notes. Oh, I did call.
Oh, I so do that.
Oh, I did call.
110% honest.
So she's letting stuff slip. She's gonna give us some juicy stuff here soon. Watch.
Don't worry, if my boss is listening, you know it's real.
Yeah, if your boss is listening, then he needs to go to patreon.com/the Bob and Katie Show. But okay, so here is Morgan's fun fact.
Okay.
We go with a better name than that. Morgan's mighty information. Morgan's mischievous misinformation, if it's wrong. It might be wrong. I don't know. All right, here he goes.
Hey, it's Morgan calling in from my boy, the Bob and the Katie Show. Fun fact, in Caracas, the capital city of Venezuela, it is customary for the streets to be blocked off on Christmas Eve so that the people can roller skate to church. Whoa.
Wow.
So why do they roller skate? That's what I want to know. I want to dig deeper into that fact.
That's what I thought, too. I want to know your guesses. Like, why are we roller skating to church in Caracas?
I have no idea. Like, I don't even have a guess.
Rational. I don't know.
Because it's obviously like a custom there. Something they do all the time. So it's like, what started it?
Why did we feel the need to put on roller skates?
So much so that they will block off the street.
I want your guesses. I'm Googling it right now. So I want your guesses, and I'll tell you what really happened.
I just don't know if I even have a guess. Like, efficiency.
So they can just get there faster. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what
Maybe they don't enjoy. No, it's not. Maybe Christmas starts super early there, and they feel like they have to get there early to get a good seat, so they race.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe they're racing. They're racing each other. They're like, I need wheels.
Yeah, forget walking.
So this is thehistoryofchristmas.com. That sounds official, right?
That really
It does.
In Venezuela,
Surely it's true if it's on.
On December 16th, families bring out their, I can't even say this word, pesebres? I don't know, which is a specially designed and thought out description of a nativity scene. This is, what? I thought this was real skating. Venezuelans attend a daily early morning church service between December 16th and 24th called Mesa de Argentina. I can't read this mess. This is crazy.
Dude.
Here we go. In Caracas, the capital city, it's customary to roller skate to this service, and many neighborhoods close the streets and cars until 8 a.m. Till 8 a.m. the next morning.
Whoa.
So they're roller skating all night long. Don't they know that Santa Claus ain't coming?
You got to get bed so Santa Claus can come. But does it say
before
why?
bedtime, children tie one end of a piece of string to their big toe and hang the other end out of a window. The next morning, roller skaters give a tug to any string they see hanging. And after Mass, everyone enjoys tostadas and coffee. That really gave me more questions than answers.
That helped me none.
So here we go.
So
I
not
also
only
need
do
to
we
know-
not know why they roller skate, now they tie strings to their big toes.
Now
Which, I mean, I get. Like, okay, tie a string to your toe, hanging out the window so you don't be sleeping late.
Okay, but what a
But-
weird way.
Here's my fear.
Why don't they just set an alarm
Here,
on your phone? Come on.
we need to get a truck full of alarm clocks and drop them off in Venezuela. So these poor children, yeah. You tie the string around your toe, right? And you're so excited. It's like Christmas. Tomorrow I'm getting tostadas and coffee. I'm excited. It's going to be great. You tie the string around your toe, hanging out the window, and a stranger comes by and tugs on it. And they're roller skating. What if they trip and grab the string and the toe comes off?
That would be they would have to be going
How can
ridiculously
they, like,
fast.
okay, like our house, you know, you could roller skate by in the street, on the driveway, and the sidewalk.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't roller skate by the window. You got to walk through the grass.
Well, you have to realize
They don't have
that
grass
this
in
is-
Venezuela?
Well, this is Venezuela, so it's probably like a tight, compact.
It's like you think they got concrete or something
Right on the street.
all the way up to the
Definitely.
windows. Okay.
That's how most of, well, I know Mexico, that's how most of the houses and stuff are over there.
Well, that answers one of my questions then.
There you go. Boom.
So how long of a piece of like
That's a ridiculous
our
amount.
bedroom's on the second floor.
The
So,
arts and
like,
craft stores over there must sell a ridiculous amount.
that would be like
thread.
a lot of string for me to tie from my toe all the way out the window and like down far enough where somebody could grab it.
It would get caught on something.
How startling would that be to wake up to somebody pulling a string attached to your
right?
toe?
Like you're asleep and,
And it's like a stranger. There's like a stranger outside your window
Whoa, what was
going,
that?
"Hey, wake up!
Hey, we gotta go to church, fam.
Put on them roller skates. Get your butt to church now."
Well, we used to have a cat. His name was Gizmo. He was the devil cat.
Heard.
I loved him though.
Now, this cat, in the middle of the night, would jump on your feet and bite your toe.
No, he would only do that to you.
And I'm going to tell you what,
He didn't do that to me. He
My
was my
heart.
baby.
my heart would leak out of my ears when that happened. There is nothing scarier than when you're sleeping and teeth go into your toes.
I don't know
The
that
most sensitive part of your body.
a string on the big toe probably is not as bad as having a cat attack your feet. But still,
Yeah.
it's got to be quite startling.
But still, I mean, if they yank it too hard, like, then your toe gonna pop. And,
How many
sometimes that
people-
hurts real bad.
show up Christmas Day to the emergency room with toe injuries is the real question.
I know. Then people in the ER are like, we're gonna have like 7
Like,
cases
can y'all
of
stop tying
dismembered-
strings to your toes?
The local hospital puts
Set
out a
an
PSA.
alarm.
Please set an alarm. Save your toes.
Okay, I read through a bunch of stuff just now, and everything that I'm seeing, they're just like, we just do it.
There's no reason.
So, like, one person was like, I'm going to wear skates. It was some kid going, I'm wearing skates to church. And their mama was like, I'm done with you. I've done had a long day. I don't care. Roller skate to church for all I care.
Right, just wear them.
And it caught on. Spread like wildfire.
If anybody knows, Morgan, next week, I need you to call in.
We need some clarity, Morgan.
And you need to let us know why people are roller skating. I mean, I get that it happens all the time, but I want to know why. You can call in or email us at thebobandkatieshow@gmail.com. Also, if you need any advice or any questions or just to say hi, you can do that as well. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. I don't really use it too much. It'll notification on my phone. You go there if you want. iTunes, right? Don't look at me like that.
Like what?
Have the conversation with me. She's on her phone right now.
I was looking up the.
You don't, no.
I just
I'm the
didn't
looker
know.
upper.
She was investigating.
I don't care.
So, if you have an iPhone, please go to iTunes and give us a good
You're not
rating.
the boss of me.
Ooh.
But yeah, no, somebody needs to message us, Morgan, and let us know why people are skating. I'm aggravated now that I don't know.
I know. How dare you tell us a
Morgan,
fun
how
fact and
dare
then not
you?
provide a link?
I thought you were a good friend.
I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight because I want to know why these Venezuelans are roller skating to church on Christmas.
I'll never be able to live right until I know this fact. What a wonderful tradition. I really
I know, it sounds like so much fun.
Can we go?
It sounds like so much fun.
I am close to 300 pounds.
Oh, I'm
I am
not talking about roller skating.
I'm not
McKnight's not roller
through
skating.
the
I just wanna
Venezuelan
watch.
street.
Putting
I just want
putting
to be
wheels,
part of the party.
Would you say pudding? You can't even say pudding. You say pudding. Come on.
putting wheels
Yeah.
We'll get some
on a
wagons.
McKnight and going at high speeds is never.
I'm telling you, if
a good
I'm on
idea.
roller skates,
We would destroy the church.
and I grab a string attached to somebody's toe, the toe coming off.
Balance, goodbye.
Are you familiar with the Bob O'Clock News?
Probably not.
Well, here it is.
Okay.
Welcome to the Bob O'Clock News.
According to WECT.com, there was a couple who every day for the 3 weeks, they would get up and go to work. And when they would come home, weird stuff would be like happening around the house. Like, a cabinet would be left open.
Ooh.
Their towels in their bathroom would be wet, even though they took a shower
Somebody's living in their walls.
hours and hours and hours ago.
Oh, that would freak me out.
I'd have to just, the first time that happened, I'd be like,
We
all
gotta
right,
go.
look, we out. Somebody's living in their walls, isn't it?
Every day when they would go to work, somebody would come in and just live there. Take showers, eat their food, sleep in their bed.
Oh, no!
Were they living in the walls or were they just like...
No, they would just come in.
So where did they go at night?
Ridiculous.
I want to know.
I don't know. All I know is that they would come in when they were gone. What do you want me to
So
tell
did they
you?
find out who it was?
No.
Did they just stop coming?
They didn't find out.
Excuse me.
How did they
took a
get in?
shower.
I don't know. Yeah, they took showers for sure.
Yeah, okay, well, DNA, like, all over their towels?
I would imagine that is not DNA worthy.
What? Yeah. Oh, yes,
Hair
it is.
follicle, hair falls out in the shower, and if it falls out naturally, then
Oh,
the
no.
bud is on the
I'm
end
with you
of it.
100%. I'm just saying that those machines cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they're trying to track down murderers and rapists. That's going to be on the back of the line. Like,
Well, I feel like, yeah.
it could be a rape. I mean, soon enough.
Seriously,
Yeah.
soon enough. It happened so long enough. Maybe this person thought it was their house.
Maybe it was somebody with Alzheimer's or something. They thought it was their own house.
No, did y'all hear that story about that couple? There's a midget that was like living in their wall.
Hey. We're not disrespectful to anybody, okay? We don't call them midgets.
Oh, sorry.
Vertically challenged little people.
Okay, awesome.
I don't know. You're not allowed to call
Are you?
little people midgets anymore.
The
Is it a thing?
term midget is derogatory.
Yeah,
Really?
it sure
I didn't
is.
know that.
I
Yeah.
watch a lot of shows with little people. And
There
that's
you
how.
go.
Yes, I do.
There's shows? I don't watch TV. So, like, when you tell me, like, a show and you're baffled that I haven't seen it, I have no
Like,
idea.
I watch Little People Big World and Seven
I have
Little
heard of that.
Johnsons.
Isn't there
Yeah.
one where it's, like, it's a bunch of, like, really mean girls and they all, like, fight all the time?
I haven't watched that one. I think I know what you're talking about, but I haven't watched that one.
Now, we're not supposed to call little people midgets, but it's cool if we make a show that, like, that's why people watch it.
Okay.
'Cause let me-
Because it's
Nobody tuning in to the Seven Little Johnsons
like
because of the
this is-
masterful writing and storytelling.
It's not written. It's a reality show.
Oh, it's not.
It's
Come
a
on.
family of 7 little people.
Exactly.
And that is why
Do you
people
think if
want to
they
watch
made
it.
just like a
Well,
show
like,
about 7, a family of 7, that they
some
would
of
watch
their
it?
children are adopted, like from other countries and
Mhm.
stuff. And I don't know. They're a very fascinating family.
So they go out on the look for like
For
little
other
people to
little
adopt.
people who are in orphanages and need
Wow,
homes.
that's
Yeah, and
cool.
they adopt them.
I'm all turned around. I want to go
Yeah.
watch the Seven Little Johnsons.
Okay,
They,
let's
like-
go.
They have 5 kids. 2 of them are their biological children, and the other 3 are adopted. One's from Russia, one's from Korea, one's from China.
My goodness.
Do they all speak English?
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
And they changed all their last names to Johnsons?
Yeah, they're like legally adopted.
That's not a dumb question. That's not a dumb question. Don't you laugh at me. I'm trying to get the information here. I'm being
Yeah, they're all
Sort of.
legally
A reporter.
adopted.
That's really sweet, though. I kind of want to watch that now.
yeah.
It is.
I still don't really want to watch it, but you know.
But I feel like I need to now that I've been...
All I'm saying is if
I
there
got
was like
hooked.
if there was a show called the seven Big McNights,
You wouldn't want people to watch it?
I would want people to
yes,
watch it, but I mean,
they
like,
wouldn't watch it just because
I don't
we're a
thi- I
nice,
think
loving
people,
family.
People are going to tune into the little people show faster than they tune into the fat people show.
Well, I would hope that if we did have a show, people wouldn't watch it and go, "Oh, look at those big people." They would go,
oh, they would totally do that.
look at them. Their lives are crazy.
That's kind of the
look
point.
at them. They're so
Yeah.
funny.
That's why people watch 600-Pound Life.
They're
Why
so
does why does the one guy get so mad? He's just
He's
walking
so
around
angry.
mad. He's just
Let's
mad
tune in
guy.
and see why
He dropped
Bob
his
is
mint.
angry today.
Dropped
You're
his
right.
mint chocolate milkshake in the parking lot of a...
People feel sorry for you, and you start getting flooded with mint chocolate chip milkshakes being delivered to our
Oh,
door.
look, we
What,
need to do this because I'm down for that.
What channel does that show come on?
TLC.
All right, you hear that, TLC?
That's like one of the only channels I watch.
As soon as you're ready, we're going to start
TLC.
adopting children. Just get the cameras out here. We're going to make
Whoa,
this
whoa, whoa. Ain't nobody said anything about us adopting children. Like, we already got a house full of children and they smear poop everywhere.
Yeah.
We're at capacity right now. I don't think my sanity could handle a few more.
happen. It's like I can put a couple in that toolbox down there.
Like, just because we could fit them in here doesn't mean we should.
Yeah.
True statement.
There was a saying. Never mind, I've got it. Forget it. Find your laugh.
Find your happy.